afternoon, everyone, and hello, Bridgewater again. It's so good to be here. The third episode of Topic Time with Harrison Young in Bridgewater, and we are going viral over the first two episodes. And I think the guest I have today, it's going to be just as nice, if not more so. Well, I can't say more so. All my guests are great, but it's been a while since I had a pretty girl on as a guest. I have had a lot of them, and now we have another one. This here is Linda Sohn. Is that how we say your name? S-O-N, okay.
Yeah,
she is. This young lady is a model. She's you're an actress too, and she's done print work. She's done films.
Yes,
She most recently did a Showtime special with Ron Gronkowski, the Patriots' iconic tight end, correct?
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that. That is going to debut, I believe, in January. So we won't have footage of that, but we will have footage of some of the things that she did that we're going to post on this awesome episode of Topic Time. But first, I want to thank Linda for coming in. We're going to talk to her tonight. Linda, thank you for coming in and being my guest on Topic Time.
Thank you so much, Harrison. I'm really excited to be here on Topic Time today.
Well, there you go. I don't think you could have given me a better testimonial than that. So that's great. You look lovely. You're a great choice of dress and everything and all that, and that's great. So you're a model and you're an actor. So what we do on Topic Time is we basically cover people's situations going back as far back as we can, and then we bring it to the present day, and then we go forward and see what their future looks like. So tell me, what were you like growing up? Where did you grow up, and how did you start your career in modeling?
Sure. So I grew up in Lynn, Massachusetts.
Okay.
I used to waitress in Boston at Dozo Modern Japanese, a restaurant in the Back Bay.
Okay.
And while I was there, one of my good friends had a sister that was a photographer at Newbury Comics, and they had started.
How old were you when this was going on?
So I was about 19 when it all started.
Sure.
I was working as a to-go waitress.
Which waitress? What do you call that?
A to-go waitress.
Is that a Japanese word?
Nope, it's not a Japanese. It'd be pretty funny if it was a Japanese word, but. So,
you mean you delivered food to people? Is that what you mean, like outside the establishment?
Nope. So they came and they picked up their to-go.
Okay. So you delivered them. They came to get it, but you gave it to them.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And so I worked.
So you didn't have to leave the building.
No, I didn't really have to ever really.
But I bet you made a lot of tips too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's the Back Bay of Boston, so.
Of course.
Amazing tip.
Good for you. Okay.
Probably the best tip was to go to the Newbury Comics headquarters and start.
That's
modeling.
a homonym, by the way. She didn't mean a money tip. Although I guess it did turn out to be profitable, right? Okay, let's go.
So I got a tip from one of my coworkers who said, "Hey, my sister, she's a photographer there, and they're starting a new website called Punk.com." And from there, I did their spring, summer, and fall clothing and apparel for all sorts of brands for Newbury Comics for about 2 or 3 years, and then from there.
Wow, 2 or 3 years, and they paid you well?
Yeah, I mean, it was good pay, and so.
Let me ask you this: did you continue working as a to-go waitress while you were still modeling, or not? Or did you?
Yes, for a very long time, I was still a to-go waitress. Until I found a new career in working trade shows as a model.
In doing which?
Working different types of trade shows.
Trade shows, okay.
Yeah.
Like car buffing and things like that?
So one of the more fun trade shows I was fortunate to work was video game trade shows.
Okay.
So here in Boston, we have a big video game trade show called PAX East. And,
PAX East, right?
Yeah, PAX East.
Okay, P-A-C-E-E-S-T?
P-A-X.
PAX East.
Yeah, PAX East.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that one, I was lucky enough to take a test and be chosen to be a model for Nintendo. And
wow.
So that was so exciting.
I'm sure.
And that
what did that entail, though?
So I became a video game demonstrator, and I showcased the newest, latest video games that weren't released yet.
They weren't really which?
Weren't released.
Oh, weren't released?
Yes.
Wow. So basically, people came in and you demonstrated it for them, and you made them want to buy it when it would be released, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. My goodness. Okay. That's very nice. So how did you? Now eventually you ended up you do print model now too. Print modeling.
Yeah.
Now this isn't print modeling. This is just being like showcasing things.
Just showcasing, being a spokesmodel. But it was through that I ended up meeting a woman. Her name is Rachel Seeker.
Okay.
And she is represented by Model Club Inc. And
Okay.
you know, through trade shows, she was the one who told me that I should definitely go in and try out for one of their castings or open casting calls.
Cool.
So I went in and I met the agent Andrew Wilson, and he was the one who brought me on board to become a print model for Model Club Inc. of Boston.
Wow, okay. That's awesome. So where did you take it from there? Where did you end up getting print model work?
So one of the first, I felt like I got a lot of local Boston work, which worked really great for me because I'm all about, you know, being like a local Boston model. So
Okay.
one of the first gigs I got was with Aqua Leisure, and it was fun. I got to,
Are they in Avon, Mass?
I believe so.
Yeah, I know where they are. Harrison Boulevard. The boulevard named after me with a lot of the great businesses. Cool. That's a
Yeah.
very nice business.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it was really fun. You know, it was a pool scene, and I just tested out one of their new floating lounge chairs.
Okay.
And so they just told me to lounge. And
Told
so-
you to lounge.
Yeah.
They paid you big bucks for that?
Yes, they did.
Just for now, this chair, was this chair that floated in a pool? Is that it?
Yep, it was a chair floating in a pool, and they had another model actress pretend that she was struggling in her pool floaty that wasn't from Aqua Leisure.
Okay.
So it was-
Wow. Well, did this turn out to be like a TV commercial?
So it was, I believe, an internal corporate video that they
Oh.
used to. I'm guessing they used it to.
Let me ask you something. Do you happen to have it on a reel that we could look at or not? If not,
so
that's fine. But
that one I don't have.
You don't have that
but
one,
I
okay.
do have something else that is on a reel.
okay, let's talk about what you got, and then we'll take it a little further down the road and look out for other things you've been doing and whatnot. So tell me about that.
All right, so I'm with Model Club Inc. They called me to go into a audition for Brookstone. They didn't tell me what it entailed. They just said,
Brookstone. That's
Yeah.
a cut. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
They make sound machines, I think, don't they? But they make a lot of things.
yeah. So you'll see them in almost every mall, in
Okay.
every airport.
Okay.
They, you know, they sell everything.
What do they
from-
got? Kiosks and stuff like?
Yeah, they got kiosks. They
Okay.
got like, you know, big pop-up stores
Okay.
everywhere. Usually they sell like Bluetooth speakers and drones and, you know,
Wow. So
like
21st century stuff.
headphones. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 21st century stuff,
Gotcha.
exactly. So it was a pretty funny audition that I went to because they told me that they want me to dress like I go to an electronic dance music festival.
Okay.
And I've never gone in my entire life.
Do
So
you dance at all? Do you learn to dance?
I do. I learned how to dance on my own.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a professional, but I do love to dance.
Good.
Um,
You look
so-
like you're in great shape.
Thank you. So yeah, so it was actually a 20-second dance audition
Okay.
where I had to have my own music, and so I threw on like a whole crazy getup that makes me look like I went to a crazy electronic dance music festival.
Okay.
And
Did you have like flashes on, like you kind of look like the halogen headlight on a BMW?
I guess so.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I had like just glitter.
Yeah, I
and,
understand.
You know, just
Okay,
very
sparkle
sparkly.
paints. Yeah, I'm sure it was adorable. Okay, go on. Yeah.
And so I went in, I did my 20-second dance audition that I learned my routine for the night before,
Yep.
and then I got chosen, so that was exciting, and they told me it was for Bluetooth wireless cat ear headphones.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Congratulations. So these were all videos you made, or
so this one, we did a B-roll film, and they also turned it into a large print ad that ended up, they had my face on like every single box of these cat ear headphones in
Okay.
Brookstone.
Wow.
You know, throughout,
the world?
yeah, probably throughout
Probably
the
the
world.
world, yeah.
You can find people making YouTube reviews and everything.
Sure.
You know, the first thing you'll see is
Linda Stone's face. Why
Yeah.
not? And physique. That's
And
beautiful.
every now and then I'll see someone wearing like these cat ear headphones. They're very distinct. So
Sure.
I'm like, hey, I'm on that box.
There's only one
So
kind.
exciting.
They're patented, and there's no way they can be reproduced by any other company, right?
Nope. Yep. Yep.
Congratulations!
correct.
Wow.
So that
Someday
was-
maybe you'll own the company.
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, yeah, why not? All right. Well, so let's break it. Go a little further. So you do acting too, and have you been in films? And then we're going to find out how you got in. I saw that picture of you with Gronk and a bunch of other girls. Looked like you were a Patriots cheerleader.
Yeah. So that one, they had me and one other girl play as referees.
Okay.
And
well, let's
so-
go. Well, let's back up a little, and then we'll get to that. We want to work our way toward that. Let's talk about how you worked your way toward that part where they picked you for that kind of. Which sounds to me like you've already given me a pretty good idea how that is. But what have you done in between that and the Gronk thing and the Showtime with Rob?
So I actually kept working on my portfolio for
Okay.
a while
Yep.
for Model Club, and so I had a Model Wire portfolio that I'm guessing they send out to all sorts of casting directors
Okay.
nationwide, 24/7.
There you go.
And so that's when Showtime, the director for Showtime, had viewed my profile and
Okay.
viewed my portfolio online and
Yep.
decided that I was the perfect fit to play one of the referees in a comedy skit for the
Oh.
Rob Gronkowski
There you go.
Showtime.
Did Lenny Clark happen to be in that?
Yes, you did.
Well, I know that. He told me he was doing it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get him on the show eventually.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, great. I know.
Yeah.
Well, if he's going to see this show, hopefully, and then he'll say, "Yeah, we got to do Topic Time." That's.
Oh no, that'd be so wonderful because I have a scene with Lenny Clark and it's absolutely.
Well, you won't listen. If you're having a good time, you tell Lenny what a great time that you have on Topic Time. And the more influence I get with Lenny, the more likely it is he's going to be sitting there in a few weeks, hopefully. But
Right.
we'll-
Oh, hopefully he watches it so that we can
Well,
both tell him right now.
well,
Please come to the show.
you
Please
tell,
come to
yeah,
talk.
you look at that kid and say, Lenny, this is a great opportunity for everybody to be on Topic Time. Nobody should miss out on this opportunity.
Yes.
But we don't want to hype Lenny too much because
No.
this is your day. This is your time to shine. All right. Well, that is awesome. So right now, what exactly are you doing? What does your days look like doing your modeling and whatever else at this point?
Right now, I'm actually taking a little bit of time off. I had my birthday weekend.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
And by the way, my mom turns 81 tomorrow, and if she's watching this, I want to wish her a happy birthday. And this is a good incentive for her to
Happy
watch
birthday,
it.
Mom.
Yeah. Well, so go on.
So I've been just kind of hanging out. Today, I did submit some new photos.
Cool.
So that I could be casted for another print ad that would be taking place in southern New Hampshire.
Okay.
And so hopefully, they haven't given me all the details yet, but they told me that it has something to do with yoga.
Oh yeah. Do you do yoga?
I do a little bit of yoga. I'd say I'm definitely beginner yoga. I can do like downward dog and.
Well, it's more than I can do. All I can do is hurt myself trying to do the lotus, and I don't intend to even give that a chance because it's not worth it.
No, not worth it.
What do you do? You do look like you keep yourself in shape. Do you have a regular physical routine, a workout routine that you deploy?
So I'd say for me it's about 80% diet, 20% exercise.
Cool.
With my exercise routine, I definitely enjoy. I do some weightlifting.
There you go.
And I'll definitely bench presses, squats, things like that. But I also
Belong to a gym, do you?
I don't belong to a
Do it at
gym.
home?
I do it at home, and also I used to go. It was in Lynn, Massachusetts. There's a place called High Rock Tower.
Okay.
So there's a set of staircases that I would just sprint up as fast as I can.
Wow.
And I would walk back down and sprint up again, and I do it for at least half an hour.
Wow.
And so that was kind of part of my workout routine. So
Well, I understand. I work out too. I mean, I work out with weights, and I walk on what I call a theater treadmill for half an hour a day at a 2.7 incline or a 6 incline at a 2.7 mile an hour clip. So I try to keep myself in shape, and I feel pretty good. Now, what about? Do you do any other things? Have you done any? Do you do singing? Have you done anything else in entertainment besides that? Have you? Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Boom. How about music videos? Anything like that? Play any instruments? Anything like that, or what?
I don't play really. I mean, I can play like Over the Rainbow on the ukulele.
Okay,
It's tiny
that's something.
Yeah, so I can do
Well,
that.
you might deploy that in some kind of a modeling
Yeah,
gig too.
yeah, who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, so, someone's selling ukuleles, they might need me.
Right, exactly. Well, you're pretty much a pitch person, I'd say. I mean, so how many products do you think you've pitched in your life? It sounds like you've pitched quite a few.
I definitely lost count. I'd probably say it's in the hundreds.
Wow.
I mean, still till this day, my favorite product that I have ever pitched has to be just all of the Nintendo consoles that I've been able
Are you still doing any of that now?
So I was on tour with them this year. So we went to San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
We went, we were in Boston. I went to a big conference in Orlando called CEO Dreamland, and that was it was a big Super Smash Brothers tournament.
Okay.
And then I went to one of the biggest video game trade shows to showcase for Nintendo, which is in LA.
Okay,
So I
wow.
went to in LA back in June. And
Did they fly you out to these places?
Yep, they do.
Wow.
They fly me out to these places.
That's
so
awesome.
It was definitely an honor. So when I went to LA, I showcased a new video game called Splatoon 2.
Okay,
and-
Splatoon?
Yeah, Splatoon.
It sounds like something you spit in.
Yeah. So it's these little squids, these
Okay.
ink-like creatures, and they're swimming through and they shoot ink.
Oh,
And
okay.
so you can, it's kind of like a turf war battle, almost like paintball,
Okay.
where you can be 4-on-4 with your teammates, and
Right.
you can shoot ink at each other, and also you would cover the entire ground in the video game itself in order to claim the entire turf, and it's a very, very popular video game.
It sounds like you really like, you're into games and stuff, aren't you? You like sports at all?
I do like sports. I definititely watched the Super Bowl when the Patriots
Well,
played.
there you go.
That's a big
I
deal.
hate to talk about the game the other
Yeah,
night.
No, I know. I don't want to.
Well, I mean, I think,
But
so-
it's okay. I still have.
I'm still thinking Gronk made that
Yeah.
catch. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't. I mean, he looked to me like the ball did not touch the ground, but you can't
Yeah.
take it back. What happened? What happened?
Yeah.
You got to move on. What about what I'm getting at is, have you ever really been a cheerleader in any capacity? Like, have you done any? Have you done cheerleading at all during your high school years or whatever, or any other time at all?
No, I was never a cheerleader.
Really? Huh? That's hard to believe.
No.
Okay.
But my niece was. My niece.
Your niece.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I rooted her on for a very long time. Her name's Victoria Cheek, and she was 14th runner-up in Miss Teen Massachusetts
Wow.
last year. So that was really exciting.
Well, you don't look like you're much past teen years yourself.
we look like we could be sisters.
Sisters,
It's really
yeah.
funny.
That's hard to
I could
believe.
probably send a picture of that too, because it's pretty.
That sounds good. Well, maybe we should get her on the show.
Oh yeah,
So I have
that
plenty
should be
I have an
amazing.
80-year age range of guests. My oldest was 85, my youngest was 5. So there's nothing wrong with having somebody young on the show, as long as they do something that's interesting, and it sounds
Oh
like
yeah,
they do.
she's also a world champion ice skater. So-
Wow, we'll have to set up a rink right here on the table.
Exactly.
That'll be. So, all right. Do you do anything? Do you do any writing at all? Do you do any? You know what I'm saying? Do you audition for a lot of films? And have you been in any
I-
TV commercials aside from the things that you pitch?
For TV commercials,
Yeah.
I feel like I've done a few Liberty Mutual commercials.
You have. Okay.
Let's see.
Where'd you do them? I mean, around Boston?
Yeah, around
Okay.
Boston. I did them a couple months back, but I haven't found any footage of it just yet.
Okay.
I think right now, for me, the biggest thing that I've done is the Rob Gronkowski special.
Of course. That's huge. Well, do you
That was-
realize
yeah,
that's
that's
going to
huge
really
one,
get
so.
your foot in the door for other things?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So
That's
you've been
right.
flown to a lot of places. You've worked in LA. You've worked in San Antonio. How about New York?
New York, not yet.
Not
so,
yet?
That's my next step is
Yeah.
New York.
Next step is New York. Okay.
When I was in LA for the video game trade show, I did play the role of a mad scientist.
Wow, I can
So,
see that. She blinded me with science. You ever hear that song from Thomas Dolby, 1983? You probably weren't even born in 83.
I don't think I have. But
Well, you should
I
you should
listen
look
to
at that. That's a great video, and it's funny you should say that. I was just thinking about that because it's about a guy, mad scientist. He's a male. He's a guy, but he's got this. He invents this beautiful female robot, and he calls Miss Quasimodo. He goes, "Good heavens, Miss Quasimodo, you're beautiful." That could be you.
Oh, I gotta listen to.
You
that.
got to
I
watch
could
it.
be Miss
You can get it on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
called "She Blinded Me with
YouTube
Science."
it.
The artist is Thomas Dolby. The year came out in 1982. Well, it might have been 82, but I remember watching it in 83. That's when I first saw it, and it's a great video. And you could be that lady in that video. So you've never been in a music video?
I don't believe I have. No.
You don't believe you have?
No,
But
not
you
that
never
I
know where
of.
you've done so much stuff that you never know where somebody could have inserted your image, and you don't even know about it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I recently.
Well, let me ask you this: do you have an agent?
I do. I do have an
Any MG by any chance? Oh, that's right, Models Inc.
Yeah, Model Club Inc.
Model Club Inc., right.
So all the agents there help me out with everything. There's Jason Warner.
Wow.
I have Anna, Tim.
Wow, that is so cool. It sounds like you've got so much going on. Well, what are your goals for like the next few years? What do you? I mean, when Showtime, you're obviously padding your resume, and you obviously have. You don't happen to have it with you, do you?
My resume with me right now?
Yes.
I don't know if I have it with
If you don't,
me.
that's fine. But let's just see. See what you got in there. You brought a satchel. Just look
Yeah,
look
I
inside
wasn't
and see
sure
what you
if
got.
I mean,
And so look at those
The only
pictures.
thing-
You got some pictures,
So all
right?
I have really right
geez,
now is
let's
my
look at them.
portfolio.
Come on, you hold them up.
so I have
There you
like-
go. Look at
so
that.
these
These are your
pictures-
model. Yeah, you're beautiful.
So yeah.
Here you go. Flip
this
them
is a
over real slow.
headshot.
There you go. Now turn. You got to turn it because some of them are vertical,
Oh.
some of them are horizontal.
Whoops,
There you go. Yeah, that's better.
There you go. So I have this
Sweet.
one. This is a cute little one that I did in
They're all cute.
Cambodia.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do I have? Oops, wrong way.
Okay, that's fine. That's Well, that's a beautiful portfolio of modeling you did right there.
It's lots of
Oh,
pictures.
nice close-in on your face, beautiful right there on the right. And you're making, it looks like you're evening out the go-to waitress look there, I guess. And
Yep, evening out the go-to waitress look. Look at that.
it's obvious where they shot those is a pretty nice, oh, that's awesome. Look at that. It looks like little beach wear.
Yep.
Do you know, can you tell me who you did these? Do you give credit to any of your photographers? I'd be happy to have you announce who they are.
Oh, definitely. So I actually went to Cambodia and I shot at, it's called Laura
These were shot in
Finchette-
Cambodia?
Yes, these were all
Wow.
shot in Cambodia. At the studio,
There you go. Thank you.
so the studio that I went to actually shoots the Prime Minister of
So,
Cambodia.
there you go.
So,
Go ahead, just
we go.
flip through them, and then
Okay.
that's it. While they got closing in on us, go ahead. Make sure you get all of them because there you go. Oh,
whoop,
sweet.
there we go.
Nice, very
Yeah,
nice.
So it's a good time. They definitely treat me very well out there in the studio.
I gotta ask, are you Japanese, Cambodian
I'm-
of descent, or what? Or just?
So I'm Cambodian, Vietnamese, Chinese.
Cool.
Yeah, on my mother's side, my grandfather's Chinese and my grandmother is
She's got
Cambodian.
those other
yeah, so it's kind of a little
races
confusing.
going on, right?
Yeah,
Cambodian.
and my dad is from Vietnam.
Okay, and Vietnamese. Beautiful. Yeah, that's great. You got anything else in there? I mean, those pictures are great, but that's what you brought with you. Like I asked you to do, you brought the pictures, and I knew we'd get around to them sooner or later. But everything works out, pretty sporadically. That's great. So your resume looks like that. You got all those Nintendo games, and you got those agents, and I assume that they call you regularly for projects, right?
Yes, they do.
Okay. So what's your next project? What's it going to be? Do you know?
So hopefully, wish me luck. Hopefully,
Well, hopefully the
this
show will get
this
you,
yoga
get
gig
you even
that-
more things to
Yeah,
do.
I really hope so.
Well, once that Gronk Showtime thing is, that's going to be. I mean, I think you're going to go so far with that.
Yeah, I'm
That's
really
huge.
excited.
Showtime.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to forget you. Believe me. There's no reason to, and they won't. I guarantee you that. Okay. Well, have you ever tried writing something? I'm just wondering. You'd probably be good at being creative. I always try to encourage my guests to try new things. And
I have thought about maybe writing my own script.
you should.
And pitching it one day.
There you go.
It depends on what it would be about.
Well, I mean, you sit down and you think about it. You get time. If you're having your resume, you have plenty of time to write stuff. What about the possibility of doing like stand-up comedy? Would you ever consider that?
I've actually been asked that before, and I probably would if I had some good material. I'd definitely love to do some stand-up comedy, and also I'd like to get more into improvising because that would be
There you
awesome
go.
for stand-up comedy. I'd love that so much. Gronk actually thought that.
You were flanking him in that picture. You
Yeah.
guys, you had his arm around you. That was
Yeah,
so
he
awesome.
thought I was a comedian.
There you go.
It'd be pretty funny if I was.
Yeah, you got a beautiful smile, it'd be a nice laugh, and you take it from there. I mean, what you could do now, and I don't know if this would work for you, but I'm sure that through the course of your existence, you've had some pretty humorous experiences.
I have.
Well, write them down, and then
Oh, yeah.
then stand in front of a mirror, or have a friend or something do a video of you talking, speaking them, rehearse them a little bit, and then eventually you'll have some material. It's not hard to get. You're a girl. You're a woman of the world. You're out there all the time, and there's always going to be opportunities. Always going to be occurrences that you can discuss and get people interested in wanting to know more about you. And even just public speaking in and of itself, even if it isn't comical, you could teach courses on how to model. Have you ever thought of doing that? Giving a model, a course on how to model and also with your niece possibly, she could help you out.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I have thought about it, and hopefully, if I gain enough experience in the film industry,
you'll get plenty of experience.
Yes.
Wow.
Then I would love to be able to start my own workshops.
There you go. That's it.
That would be amazing because I went to a workshop with Patrick Baca, director
Okay.
from LA, and so he was telling me all about it and how if you can make the whole room laugh, then you've
You got
already
it made,
gotten the
sister.
audition. So,
That's
yeah,
true.
exactly. You got it made after that. So, I mean, I'm hoping that's the next step for me is hopefully I can make everybody laugh.
Well, I mean, if you don't put it this way: even if you don't make them laugh, they're obviously happy to have you on board. If Gronk thinks you're funny, and he wasn't,
funny.
and he was in a good mood, then that's it. You're good to go.
Oh yeah.
And Lenny
yeah.
Clark, you work with Lenny. I mean,
Yeah, I was sitting right
and
next to him.
you've already worked with the top-notch people. And, you know, probably the two of the most renowned celebrities. And now you're on my show.
Yep. Now I'm
And-
on your
yeah,
show.
so that's the triple whammy right there. Well,
Thanks.
Linda, guess what? We only have a few minutes left. What I want you to do in the remaining time is give as many shouts out and condense them to people that they're going to see this, because a lot of people, including Lenny and including Gronk, hopefully will see this. And try to encourage as many people as you can to appear on Topic Time with me, if you want to later. I don't mean now, but if you had a good time, hopefully you'll tell other people about it. But go ahead, give some shouts out.
All right, so my biggest shout outs would be to my agency, Model Club Inc., to Anna, Jason, Tim, Jen, everyone there. I absolutely love you guys, and thank you for being so supportive and there for me throughout the last couple years. Also, definitely shout out to Gronk and Lenny. And, you know, not only that, but shout out to Rachel Seeker, Megan Phelps. They, you know, without them, they definitely have, you know, changed my mindset about, you know, what could be possible for my life, and I'm super grateful for that. Yeah, like, and, you know, definitely shout out to all my supporters out there on social media. I'm definitely so happy that you guys have been by my side this entire time. And also thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes.
Yeah, how old were you, if you don't mind me asking?
So I am now 28.
Oh, wow, you look about 18. So, okay, so you just turned 28 the other day?
Yes.
What was the
other
date?
day. September 10th.
So, so you were born September 10th, 1989. Yeah.
Yeah, 89.
Yeah, it was a Sunday. I remember it well.
year.
Photographic memory. I remember exactly what I did that day.
What did you do?
Well, I watched football. I
Oh,
watched
good.
the Patriots
That's a good
lost
day.
that day, by the
Oh,
way.
wow.
But that's okay. Well, I hope you had a good time with me tonight.
I definitely did. And thank you so much for inviting me onto Topic Time.
Well,
I
hey,
had a
listen,
great time.
it's great people like you that make Topic Time Prime. And on that note, are you ready to snap away?
Yes, I am.
Folks
Ready
in
to snap.
Bridgewater and everywhere else, enjoy the show and see more episodes. See you next time. Watch more episodes of Topic Time. Take care. And here we go.